Hi, Leslie Fiorenzo. Today's video is about listening and about how you can stop hijacking the conversation. But first, as always, I want to invite you to subscribe. And if you think someone would benefit from this information, please feel free to share it. So what do I mean by hijacking the conversation? Well, let's make up a story for an example. So just imagine your coworker says to you they went to a concert over the weekend. Now you saw this very same performing artist a few months ago in a different city. Do you A, say, wow, they're great. How did you enjoy the show? Or do you say, oh yeah, they're great. I saw them last December in Chicago and we had front row seats. It was so amazing. Because guess what? If you answered B, you've just hijacked the conversation. In other words, you've made this conversation about you. Now, I think we respond in this way because we're human and we want to create a connection with another human. And when that person had a similar experience, we can relate on that level. The danger is when we listen to one up them, if you will, or when we stop listening from that place of curiosity and make the conversation about you, we're not going to be able to build that relationship or go deeper in that relationship. If you listen to connect, if you listen from that place of curiosity, if you listen to understand from that person's experience, I think we are far better served. So let's go back to our concert example for just a minute. And if we can ask questions about what their experience was, like what was the best part of that for you? Did they play your favorite song? What is your favorite song? Listening to make a connection, to understand someone's point of view from their perspective is, well, it's hard work, but I believe it's worth it. Think about the last time you felt like someone really listened to you. I'm going to bet you felt deeper connection with that person, or a deeper connection, better connected with that person. After all, I think that's what conversation is all about, is making that connection. And because we're human, we listen to things from our own perspective, and listening to understand, well, it's really a challenge. The first time I learned about this concept was from Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. So let me just share with you a little bit from his book on page 245, at least in my edition, my copy, and my edition's a little old. He says, because we listen autobiographically, we tend to respond in one of 4 ways. We evaluate, we either agree or disagree. We give counsel based on our own experience. We interpret. We try to figure people out. We try to explain their motives, their behavior, based on our own motives and behavior. He says these responses come naturally to us. They're deeply scripted, and we live around models, and we see this all the time. Covey then goes on to relate a story between father and son, and it is amazing the difference in the 2 conversations. So I do recommend this book as a leadership tool for a number of reasons, but what had the greatest impact on me was seeing the change in the conversation simply because the father didn't hijack it. So I want to invite you to check that out if you are so inclined. Practice listening for understanding, or Really, it's called active listening in other language. So you might want to look at the video I posted on March 14th called Active Listening During a Difficult Conversations. It's specific to a difficult conversation, not just one in general. And of course, I'd always like to hear how things are working for you. Have you put this advice in action? And how did it work? Make a comment, leave a comment. I'd love to know your results. So thanks for listening today. If you think somebody would benefit, please share this. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, I want to invite you to do that. Appreciate you.